Make sure it's live. Okay. We should be live. Let me
Mm-hmm.
check.
You ain't got no theme
Cameron told me
music.
that he was like, no, no theme music. No theme music.
It's out there, raw with it.
Okay, so we live. Okay, so welcome to Chatting with Chell. Today my guest is Mr. Daniel. And we are going to talk about a few things that me and him talk about companionship, desire, money, business, and what happens when you take unconventional income and turn it into wealth. So, welcome, Daniel,
Hey,
to my
thank you for
podcast.
being
Thank
here.
you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, icebreaker questions. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Born and raised in the city of Detroit, West Sider. Um, I'm an entrepreneur. Find myself. I still work, but I call myself an entrepreneur because my hand is in many, many buckets. Um, I strive for success, and I don't play no games.
Okay, so can you describe to us what you do? As
So
far
well,
as, wait, as far as our podcast today.
I podcast. Well, I'm many things. I'm a big conversationalist. I love chatting with the opposite sex, running the streets, having a good time. Not in a bad way, but I keep my ear to the ground and I enjoy some good times.
Can you tell me what do people get wrong about what you do?
From the outside in, I get called arrogant a lot. Um, that's one of the biggest things that I hear. You arrogant, you arrogant. He's cocky, he's cocky. But hello, we good?
Yeah, you
Hello.
froze a little bit.
Okay. But yeah, I get called arrogant, cocky, from somebody on the outside looking in. But I'm very confident in who I am. It's just how I was raised. Um, yeah, for the most part, that's what everyone gets wrong. I'm very confident in what I do, but that's just the life that I live and the success that I've had doing what has to be done. I don't live in failure. I live my life as always succeeding and leading as the man. That's just how I look at it. Gotta be. Detroit make you that way. If you're gonna go out here and get it, you gotta get it. Okay.
So, just for our guests that may not understand, um, Daniel has times in his life that he is paid to be desired. I think that's a good way of putting it.
Yes, I have been paid.
Yeah, because
I've been paid
the
for.
other title.
Yeah. Um, eh, I
Go ahead.
wouldn't title myself as that, but I have been paid for companionship. I have been paid to um, give women some experiences that they may not have ever had, and at one point in my life, it was very lucrative.
So how did you get into this lifestyle?
Looking for love, honestly, just out dating,
Was it
running the
planned or
streets. Oh, it was definitely not planned. Um, One of the very first times it ever happened to me, I was kind of taken back. I was shocked because I had a stable job. I was good, but uh, a particular lady wanted to spend some time with me, and She said, I want to do something for you. I said, okay, what you want to do? She passed me an envelope. I'm like, hell is this? I go in the bathroom. It's a couple grand. I'm like, I don't need your money. And it became a one thing to every time I seen her thing. I held on to the money. I wasn't spending it, for because I always felt as if you take some money from somebody, they want something, But she had
Right.
abundance, and she said, "Hey, I want to take care of you. This time I'm gonna take care of you." That's how I first started.
So, was there any point that you realized that um, this was either a side hustle or a real source of income?
I didn't see it as either one at first. I just was like, okay, this some go to the club money. This some go buy some shoes. Being young, you ain't thinking that it's a job. You just like, oh, okay, somebody want to give me some money, I'm gonna run with it. But it just took to a point where it was so much money. It was like, okay, now I'm just being ignorant if I don't do something smart with this money. If that makes sense.
So what does it mean to be desired to you? What does that mean? What does that mean to you?
Um, I wouldn't say necessarily it's about being desired. I think it's truly about experiences. Throughout time, we all we all do things and we all think we have the right way of going about it. But if you can give someone a new experience that they never had before, whether they are 20, 30, 40, 50, and they enjoy that, and it's like that new high, that's what they don't want to give up, you know? So I've just been in that
Okay.
position to be able to create those experiences with some ladies, and they're just like, it's addicting, you know? It's a lot of
Okay.
it's a lot of things out there.
So would you put it in any one of these categories? Like would you think that it's companion, intimacy, emotional support, or something else?
It's been a little bit of all. I mean, each lady is looking for something different. Some women just want companionship. They know what it is, and if they have that availability to just jump in and jump out and not have the drama due to what they've gone through in the past, they can roll with it that way. Or you can have someone wants to say, "Hey, when we go out, it's fireworks. I don't want to let that go, but I understand the situation that we're in. It's a little bit of it's a little piece of everything when it's coming to that type of lifestyle. And some they want the boyfriend experience, they want the husband experience, and they will flip out. After it get to I would say a certain dollar amount, it can't go left.
Okay. Is it more emotional labor than people realize
From which perspective, myself?
from your perspective? Yeah.
Nah, I, and here it goes. That's where someone can say that's some arrogance for you. Um, I've never had issues with talking to women. I've always been around women, whether it be at work, at church, whatever, wherever it is. And I've always found myself finding and having those inappropriate conversations in the wrong place. But it's always been fun and exciting because it's so inappropriate and in the wrong place. Um, but to me, it's banter, you know. It's really is.
Okay.
It's just part of the game.
So, how do you maintain boundaries?
Uh, I mean, it's hard stops.
Did you hear me?
You know, Yes, I heard you. You talked about how do I set
Uh,
boundaries? Yeah,
I said,
boundaries
how do
is
you
just
maintain? Yeah,
you let them know what it is from jump. You know, of course they feel like if they're paying a certain amount of money that they get to just have their way with you, right? You have to sit there and let them know what is okay and what is not okay. Everything has to be agreed upon because there's thresholds. There's things. There's at the end of the day, I'm still a person, But for the most
right.
part, most of the experiences that I've had, I've been leading them. They just kind of follow my lead and let me plan and cultivate the experience, and they're just along for the ride.
Okay. What have women taught you?
Usually don't tell them everything. uh, everyone has trauma. Everybody has trauma. Everybody has band-aids, and when they pick and choose when they come out. You want to see the real person, piss them off.
Uh,
You'll hear some of the nastiest things come out of some women mouths when they're pissed off. But everybody got a little Incredible Hulk in them.
okay.
They all upset
Okay.
secretly.
um, what do women want that men overlook?
Time, time. They just want to feel like they're number one, regardless of what is going on. They want that time. That's the biggest part. Be there. Just be there. I think that's one of the
Okay.
biggest things that I've been paid for. Time.
Have you ever developed genuine feelings for one of the ladies?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You have to check yourself, because you have to realize that uh, this is a service you provide. You have to definitely check yourself. And I mean, there's certain experiences that you can be going through with a specific person where, okay, if it is that girlfriend experience and she want you to portray and be her man in those moments, that's what it is. But you got to turn it off. You can't get beside yourself because that's when mistakes can be made.
Okay. So now let's get into the juicy part. What was your first investment with your money that you received?
I totally rebuilt the whole house. Yeah.
That was a good
So
investment.
yeah. So I bought my own house on my own free will. Like, don't get me wrong, but as then I had money stashed to make repairs and do things that I wanted to do. But when I started getting those big lump sums of money, I just was like, oh, I could just do everything now. I'm gonna gut it all and just this. So that was like one of my big things I did with that money, and it helped out tremendously.
So, what mistakes did you make with that early money? Well, I guess you said one where you were spending.
I had a regular job. It was all clean, one out.
You breaking up.
Usually,
I can't hear you.
um,
Wait, wait, Daniel, I can't hear you.
you got me. We back.
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay, you got me.
I
Um,
got you.
by me always having a professional, I always had money, but when I started getting the extra money, it became to a point where, okay, I got to do something. Like, this is way beyond my understanding of cash. I need to know what to do with it and not piss it away. So I would always look into somebody who something I wanted, I wanted to build towards, and I just got to asking questions.
Okay. So, what was your favorite investment?
Mm, my favorite? Mm, it's the gift that keeps on giving, right? I'm gonna say this. I took some money. I'm not gonna say the amount of money, but I took a sum of money and I put a personal line of credit on that money. And that line of credit is still paying off to this day.
Okay.
I'll say that. That's been the best investment I could ever have done.
Okay. I have another question for you. What's more powerful, being desired by people or being financially free?
Mm. The financially free part, that's an internal thing. You can't let everybody know that you're financially free. That's for certain. Uh, you have to be very mindful of you're talking to and what you let out the bag. Letting stable and you can alter people's lives. Everybody doesn't have it. They don't think the same way you think. So being desired, that comes and goes. But being financially free, you that's an unbelievable thing, unbelievable feeling.
What's the biggest sacrifice you've made?
Mm. Biggest sacrifice I have ever made: family, not being there.
Family.
Choosing to decisions to uh, be away because that I had to do to basically protect the ones that I care about the most. Uh, Being able to help people out of financial hardship. If no one else can get it, I got to go get it. You know,
Yeah.
able to do that. I've been able to do that. So I would say missing out on proms and graduations, birthdays, and fish fries and all.
You is freezing.
So that's a win for me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you. Can you hear me?
You keep freezing. I
Yeah.
think it's because of the storm, this cloudiness stuff outside. Okay. Um, so you answered some of my questions. Uh, yeah. Now he didn't get kicked off. So yes, let's wait for him to come back. Hopefully he joined back. But if you didn't know, this podcast is I am talking to an investor um who has turned his income that he received from being desired and diversified it. You don't people really don't talk about that too much. They're just like, oh, they made their money this way, this way, this way. It's all different ways to make money, and it is, what are you going to do with the money that you make? Are you going to blow it? Are you going to invest it? And you know that my platform is all things investing, um, invest in things that make sense to me. It's really hard for me to spend money unless I know that it's gonna do something for me. If it's not, if it's just I'm just about to take an L, Yeah, no. No, 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 no. Um, it's probably his. We have been having like this whole little thing. I had it at work earlier, where it like so where we stay when it gets like really really cloudy, our internet service be acting up. Our internet services are really good over here too. So like, let me see. I'm gonna wait for him to come back. And let me see if I have. Oh, he back.
I'm black.
He back.
Yeah, I had to switch to the phone. I don't know what's going on.
I was saying like yeah, that's how our when it's storming or whatever over here. Okay, so jump back into our questions. Have you ever experienced judgment from being in this space?
No, because it's pretty hidden, you know. Being a bachelor, it's just like you going out on a date with another woman. No one knows, you know. The only one who would know is her
Okay.
and myself, you know.
So do you see yourself doing this forever?
No,
No.
I'm not
No.
currently doing it now. Uh, no, it's not something that again, it was nothing that I was seeking to fall into. It was just particular women that were able to, they wanted to, you know. I fought back, you know, for not accepting these monetary gifts. You know, I would be like, I don't need it. You know, it got to a point where, you know, we talking about saving up 20, 30, $40,000 at a time, and it's just sitting here and you playing back and forth. I don't want your money. And then she'll just be like, okay, and then put it under your pillow or put it in your car glove box and you find it later. So it gets to a point, it's like, I know what to do. I'm going to invest it. That's how
Yeah.
we got to where we got.
Yeah. I mean, it's smart. It is smart. And I don't think a lot of people would do that. I think that they would really blow the money and have nothing to show for it, like with the mindset of like, oh, it wasn't my money. I'm not missing anything or I'm not losing anything. And just when you have that investor mindset, when you come across money that you didn't have, the first thing you want to do is invest it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
But you got to know what to do with it. You know, you can't, it shouldn't even be a conversation amongst your friends. You really got to dive into and say, what is it that I want to do? How can I improve my
right.
life? And how is this money going to change my life? Because uh, I'm just being straight up. It just happened to
Wait.
be, I would be going out. You got me?
Now I got you. Okay. Got it. Because it started breaking up because I wanted you to say it.
Okay. You know, I've always had a professional job. So anything that I got extra was investment money. It was my investments, essentially, you know, and I was making money off my investments. So if they ever come back and say, hey, what happened to that money? I'd send it back to you and say, bye bye.
Right.
So
So
that's always been the go ahead.
no, I was gonna say before we end, I have some quick questions. You gotta give me quick answers. You cannot think too hard on them, okay?
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Coffee or tea?
T,
Rich and lonely or broken in love?
rich and lonely.
Stock or real estate?
Real estate.
Biggest turn on. Come
Mental.
on, quick. Huh?
Mental. Mental. Mental.
Mental. Biggest turn off.
Weak. Poor planning. Trash.
Dream vacation.
Oh man, I've been everywhere. Japan.
One thing women should never apologize for.
Being honest.
One thing men should learn.
Shut up.
Financial freedom or fame.
Financial freedom.
Love or legacy.
Mm. Your own legacy or family legacy? What we talking? I'm just asking.
Quick. You gotta get a quick answer. Just love
Love,
or
love,
legacy.
love, love. All right.
Okay, so this is my final question. After everything you experienced from being desired, building wealth, and navigating relationships, what is one lesson you want people to take away from your story?
Um, it's never too late to find love. You want to be vulnerable. Uh, when meeting someone, don't bring on your past into your present because it will determine your future. All right.
That's all?
That's
No,
it.
no,
That's
hey,
it.
that's
Simple.
it.
That's it. It's relationships are simple if you
Okay.
let them be simple. It is so very simple, but you can't bring in past. You just
Okay.
can't do it. Let it go. All right.
Yeah. Well, I thank you, Daniel, for being on my podcast. Yay.
Uh, I'm glad I'm glad to be here.
So
I'm
I'm
glad I
about to
could.
end this. Wait,
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring you back. Go ahead, keep talking.
No, I was just saying. I'm glad that you brought me on. I had opportunity. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to being a contributing member to your podcast.
Yay, thank you, thank you. So what I'm gonna do, thank you, Facebook, thank you, YouTube, for watching. If you have not watched, it will always be on a replay on either page, on my Rain Shell page or on my Rain Shell 79 on YouTube. Check it out, leave your comments. And again, I just want to thank Daniel for being here. So I'm going to end the live here and then we'll still be in the studio. So thank you, everybody.